Hello, everyone, and good morning. I'm so glad to see you. I know it's been a while, but things have not exactly been very easy around here, as you might have seen in the news. Let's down just a little bit. All right. It's still early for me, and I don't know what time it is for everyone out there, but um, wow. Wow. Okay, we have so much going on. I had a headache on Sunday, or else I would have been here. Oh, gosh, I miss you guys so much. First of all, we have a tropical storm named Harold coming into the South Texas area, which I'm hoping will stir things up because we've had this dome where rain just keeps going around us. And there, I might be blaming it a little bit on the Saharan dust because it does tend to block things. But I mean, it's like no moisture can get through here yet. Tropical Storm Harold might get those winds to changing, but it's still in a really odd area, and I don't normally see them get that kind of rain. So I'm thinking that they're going to have much of the effect in the Corpus Christi area, Texas, where they're getting hit, similar to what's been going on with Hillary in California. Welcome, Seven of Clubs. God bless you also. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, everyone that's here. Welcome and good morning. AA strumming. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, ER. Prayers. Oh, you are the second person this morning that I heard was going to the ER this morning. Love you. Mwah. Well, it's just not an easy day for anybody. Well, at least my headache's gone. I think it keeps trying to come back, but it's getting better. All right, so Tropical Storm Harold is about to drop 7 inches on South Texas this morning. Like I said, if it's anything like what I'm thinking it is, the ground should be concrete. All right, so you might have to locate to inner rooms with no windows, even with a tropical storm sometimes. Even if it's not a hurricane, you might have to jump in that bathtub and throw a mattress over you. You never know, because tornadoes can break out too. Expect power outages. Have your batteries charged, all your preps ready to go. Mudslides would be more for the California or hilly areas, but this is the storm season. So understand, it happened in Hillary. If you live in an area that has hills or mountains, the hurricane season is just getting kicked up. Be sure to keep an eye on that. Tornadoes, harsh rip tides if you're on the coast. Definitely price gouging is always a big thing. Like, everything goes up tremendously, and that's with what's left after everybody has raided the stores that hasn't previously prepped before. So the prices will go up. There will be looting. And here in Texas, we have certain folks that like to stick around just to police citizens, just to police looters. So looters beware. All right. The tide is turning for you guys too. Y'all need to behave. I'm just trying to help. All right. Oh yes, you need to watch for dirty standing ground water. You will have flooded cars. You need to make sure your lawn furniture, anything that's outside, chimes, things like that, they're put away. Fill your bathtubs with water if you're not planning to get in them. And fill anything else you can with water. We got to get these things back in our head, that you need water, baby wipes, solar batteries, life straws, flashlights, an escape plan. Have phones charged, go bags, glass breakers for cars, axes for attics, because a lot of people will go into their attic to escape the flood, and then the flood keeps rising. They can't get out their attic, so people carry axes with them to their attic so they can chop through the roof if they have to. Know where your shelters are, and please listen and obey evacuation orders. In fact, try to anticipate those evacuation orders and get ahead of the crowd, because if you get stuck in that traffic, you're dead man anyway. You know it. And, we're having outages even when there's not a storm. Like in Argyle, Texas, last weekend, they had, in the middle of the night, they cut everybody's power off so they could install 2 new transformers for a better performance. So Texas is working on their grid, and so far it's been holding up. Sunday, when I had that terrible headache, it was 108 degrees outside. 108. Don't people die with 106 fever naturally? So that day, when it was time for my daughter to be picked up from work, I asked her, I said, get a friend that has AC in their car, because I don't think this is a safe trip for me to take. She did. She got a ride home that day. But I mean, my head was killing me. And I don't know if it was just me or a lot of other people felt it, because there's pressure coming from everywhere from these storms and everything. Hello, Sally and Daryl, Kathleen, Demar. It's so awesome to see you guys. God bless all of you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes. And it's so hot, okay, that Snoop Dogg had a concert on Sunday in the Woodlands, Texas. That's like the north side of Houston. It's very close to me. And it's the Woodlands Mitchell Pavilion, right? And it's an open outside concert area. And how Snoop Dogg landed his concert on the hottest day, I guess, was just luck. But 16 people were hospitalized for heat issues. Hospitalized, not just treated, hospitalized on Sunday. And we have another 107-degree day coming up in 2 days on Thursday. And up until this morning, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we were looking at 105, 104, 106. Now it looks like it's coming down. So maybe Harold is breaking things up for us after all. But right now, as it stands, Thursday is still 107 in the North Houston area. And it's driving me crazy, because it's been looking all this time like Galveston is actually cooler than the north side of Houston by like 5-10 degrees on the average this month. I've been watching. Oh gosh, Sally, tired isn't even the word. We are just beat down. I only have so much time in the morning to do things, and so much time, and I would just a couple of hours in the rest of the day. I'm watching breakers, hosing down my house to cool down, which does help. But we're literally exhausted, and we know that the change is coming, and it can't come fast enough. It's awful. I'm afraid for my air conditioner. I have to pray over my air conditioner every single day. This house is 15. Okay, RV is 15 years old. Whew, yes, I worry. Was great here last week in Bloomington, Indiana, but the heat and humidity is back. Supposed to be 102 days plus very humid. Yes. Hello, Tracy Littman. Awesome. Okay. But I want y'all to know this. My dad has had a best friend since boot camp in the Army. Now, my mom was pregnant with me, and my parents were married. But my dad had to go off 6 months to boot camp before we could join him at Fort Polk in Louisiana. And it was in that boot camp he met his lifelong best friend, Hugh. H-U-G-H, Hugh. Well, he worked for the electric company for over 25 years. It could have been 30, 35 years. I can't remember. He's been like a second father to me my whole life. And what he told me about a week ago is his job required him to be able to give forecasts for the electric company to make sure that they had heads up ahead of time as to what weather to expect. The electric company of all people would want to know. And he was that guy. And he told me, he said, Christina, anytime you're having high spikes like this in temps in the summer that are out of control, you're going to have low spikes of cold, like bitter cold, equal to the high spikes. He says this winter is going to be awful. So that video I did about the Farmer's Almanac thing, about January and blizzards and things like that, get ready. Just get ready, okay? Get ahead of all these people that run into the stores, make sure that you have your vacuum, because I don't know if there'll be anywhere to run anyway. If you're in Houston, you're about to have a blizzard. Hello, Ben C. and Michelle Meek. Very glad to see you guys. Field temperature on the DFW area yesterday was 100. Yes, that's exactly right. It feels like 100. I mean, the wind that was blowing here, Michelle, it was like a hot thing. It was like just a fan, like a heater, actually. The way, the wind was just, oh. I couldn't go on here to say hello or anything. It was just, oh, you're miserable. You're absolutely miserable. And this winter's going to be hard too. I mean, it's going to really be hard. So just keep those batteries charged from now on, because you're probably going to have to use them. All right. The temperatures that we're looking at here now, today we're getting a break. And I think that's because of Tropical Storm Harold down the way in Corpus Christi area. But it's only going to be a high of 100. So I'm taking advantage of the time to run some errands this morning and talk to you guys, because I miss y'all. But tomorrow it's going to start getting back up to 103. Thursday 107, Friday 104, Saturday 102, Sunday 104. So those are what our temps look like for the rest of the week. I'm just jumping in here while I can. I want to do lives at night sometimes, but by the time night comes, I'm exhausted. I couldn't bring myself to do anything but just barely make something to eat. 100 temps here all week. Ugh. Well, I think next week we're getting a break. They say that we've got another hurricane possibly on the way. But it's like, good luck moving this dome out the way. Just good luck moving it out the way. We would be happy just to get a few drops of rain right now. Oh, thank you, Sally. Thank you, and God bless you. I'm glad y'all don't just, get tired of waiting, after a few days and unsubscribe. I'm always coming back. Freeze gallon water put in bucket fill tap, placed behind the fan. Yes. And also keep frozen water bottles in your freezer, especially if you got a big one, big freezer. I've got like a mini freezer, but if you got a big one, put the 2-liter bottles in there. If you've got a little mini freezer like I do, then put the water bottles, like, drinking water bottles in there. And that way, like if your fridge goes out, like the power outages, it'll keep it cooler longer. It's true. It works. And plus, if the power is on, it helps keep you cooler. I don't go driving in my no AC car. Thank y'all for helping me that it's even still running because of y'all, really. And all I've got left to do is put the bumper cover and secure that undercarriage before the flood water comes, because then I'll lose the whole thing if I don't. It's the truth. But I'm already saving for that, and just thank y'all. But wow, yeah, when I'm driving now, I actually have frozen water bottles on my back and on my legs the whole drive, or else I wouldn't make it. I'm nearing 50 years old. Oh, I'm sorry about your internet. Okay, Kathleen. All right. Oh, yes. And I did not want to forget to talk to you. We are under, and this is Houston area, it might be other areas, because if you haven't noticed around you, this very brown grass, the leaves are falling and they're brown, but not because it's a change in fall, but because it's so hot outside. It is a literal brush fire, just waiting for one spark. One. All right. So this morning I look, and it's not just, this is going to be your temperature. It said severe weather alert, something I've never seen before. Red flag, fire weather warning. All right. From Spring, Texas, all the way going up, it looks like into Huntsville to College Station and halfway to Beaumont. It's a very large area. It says red flag warning remains in effect from 10 a.m. this morning to 10 p.m. this evening. Affected area: Houston, Trinity, Madison, Walker County, San Jacinto County, Polk, Burleson, Brazos, Washington, Grimes, and Montgomery. All right, the winds will also be at 10 to 15 mile per hour with wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour, which means if you haven't noticed these other fires like in Hawaii, like the Maui area and around Oregon. Once that fire started, the winds kicked it up and it became massive. There was an article about this woman's, it's in Montgomery County, it's a county north of Houston. She had several acres burned, and somehow miraculously, her house in the middle of it was untouched, just the grass, but it was a lot of acreage. And right now, I'm thinking it's not just where I am, but where you are too. A lot of you might have a lot of that brown, crispy, crinkly, crunchy leaves and grass. Don't throw. Some of you smoke cigarettes. I'm not going to harp on you about that. I'm just saying, barbecue pits, anything with fire, please, please, please be so careful. Don't throw your cigarettes out the window. Please don't do that. Just be very careful right now. And if you can, you know, spray some of the brush around your house. You know, just try to prepare as much as you can to prevent things. But I've never seen a red flag fire weather warning. Not ever. Humidity is low, but that's where we're going. That's where we are. All right. So I know we have at least one more week of this horrible weather. So everybody, please, please, please be careful. My friend Alice, she travels a lot. She bought a new RV and she came to tell me because she was so very excited about it. She said she'd left for 2 weeks. She came in at night. It was very, very hot in her trailer, and she took off her flip-flop or sandal and put her foot on the floor at night, and it burned her foot. She said it was 115 degrees still in her trailer. That's how hot it was. Please don't leave your babies in any cars or houses, your fur babies either. This heat is deadly. Okay, and if you're getting older like me, stop pretending you're young. Stop pretending, oh, we've done this before. No, we're at that age where strokes and stuff start happening. Okay, and if you got the koofy doof jab, you need to watch it too. Even if you're in great temperatures, please just be careful. Okay. Spritzing machines, they spritz the air with water. Oh, that sounds so wonderful. All right, everyone. God bless you. I love you guys. Have a great day. Be careful. All right. All right. Don't think you're tougher than you are. You don't have to be tough. Be safe. All right. There are people that love you out there and want the best for you, including me. I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye, everybody.